Good evening and welcome to Newsbite. I'm Anne Clarke and making the headlines this week. We get an update on the new wharf at Rupert's. We talk about plans for High Knoll Fort. ESH hosts culinary courses and our usual sports roundup. It has been 6 months since we last visited the new wharf at Rupert's. Despite some delays, work is still progressing at a good rate, expected to be finished in May. Newsbite went along this week and got an update on this and also the new slipway.
The basic delays that we have is weather related. It's all due to heavy swell, and placing of the core lock units in conditions wasn't good. I can say now we currently, all the core locks are out of the water, so as you can see the construction is progressing very well. But yeah, due to the swell, that's the main factor. The revised completion date according to the program is somewhere early May to complete everything. At the moment, the crane, where the crane is working, we're busy constructing the crown wall capping, as they call it. That's the final section of the crown wall. Behind that, we need to place one row of core locks that will go in behind the wall. In front, where the excavator is working, he's busy doing the Armour 3 scour protection layer. Once that is complete, the concrete works on top of the wharf can be done in that area. And as you can see, the first 7 panels, coping panels is in, and that section is also complete. That's basically the level that the wharf is going to be on. And all the furniture from the wharf, the fenders and the bollards will be installed on that section there.
Ian then went on to tell us about the slipway, which he hopes will be finished soon.
Work started end of November last year. It's only planned for 2 months to be complete. As you can see, we're not complete at this moment yet. The reason for that is the December swells actually washed all the blocks away that was placed, and we had to start all over again only in February. We couldn't do anything in January because of the swell.
Okay. Can you talk us through the construction processes of the slipway? Is it similar to the wharf?
Yes, it's basically similar to the wharf. It's all sediment removal first, and after that you have to fill in to get to a certain level. Then you put a stone bed down that you can level off by hand for the wing wall blocks. And as you can see, all the wing wall blocks is placed up to now. So we're busy with the slipway itself, the slabs that goes into the center of the 2 wing walls. The first slab is in. Unfortunately, due to the weather, as you can see, it's a little bit rough now. So hopefully tomorrow the sea will calm down a bit, and we can get that out of the water. So it's basically similar to what the wharf construction was. It's just smaller concrete blocks that we're using.
Another good thing to come out of the building of the wharf is the fact that we now have sand on the beach at Rupert's. This has happened because the breakwater is now preventing the swell from taking the sand deposits back to sea. Despite this, there has been very little build-up of sand around the wharf itself. Last week, Newsbite went on a tour with Enterprise St Helena to see some of their capital projects. One of those projects was the enhancement of High Knoll Fort. Liam Yan tells us more about what is planned in the near future.
At 217 years old, High Knoll Fort is one of the most iconic landmarks in St Helena and can be seen from all over the island. Once used as a fort, it now sits crumbling away with very little use, except for sightseeing, as a shooting range, and the out function. Despite its little use, Enterprise St Helena has seen the potential in this megastructure, and work has already started on improving aspects of it. Although visible from pretty much everywhere on island during the day, High Knoll becomes practically invisible at night. Enterprise St Helena have now revealed plans to install 20 LED wall wisher units along the base of the fort. These will have the capability of changing color on demand so as to mark special occasions such as St Helena's Day. Planning permission for this project is currently pending, but Enterprise St Helena is hopeful that the fort will be lit up in July this year. Work has also begun to improve the public access to the fort. This will see 6 passing bays 10 metres long by 2 metres deep cut into the existing road. This will allow 2 vehicles to pass each other on the road safely. As you can see, works have already begun on the passing bays, which is scheduled to be completed by the end of March this year. Although there is no definite answer to what High Knoll will eventually be used for, Enterprise St Helena still holds the fort high on their list of heritage assets and recognizes its potential for economic development. It is yet to be seen what the future holds for this, as called by Projects Manager Meryl Joshua, beautiful, magnificent superstructure.
As well as enhancing landmarks around the island, ESH are also keen to enhance your own personal skills. Newsbite went along to one of the culinary courses that they have on offer.
Chicken fries in a pan at Prince Andrew School, but this time it's not students learning about cooking. Mike Harper and Enterprise St Helena have taken on a class of adult learners to teach them skills and dishes from around the world. Students will be learning to feed their partner, cook with children and try their hand at Asian food during the courses. But today, Mike is teaching them knife skills. Right, so Mike, people have been learning here to cook chicken, is that right?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, we started off with knife skills, so they've learnt all the traditional French cuts. So we started off doing the macédoine, the jardinière, julienne and brunoise. And from that we moved from onions, carrots, potatoes, and then finally on to butchering up a chicken. And now with that chicken we're cooking chicken Maryland, lemon chicken, hot and spicy chicken wings, and then we're going to do some chicken breasts as well. So yeah, it gives an opportunity of showing what you can do with all the different cuts. And it's also a benefit of buying whole chickens rather than buying portions from the shops as well, because it shows you what you can use them for.
So, tell us a little bit about the courses that you've been offering recently. This is just one of them, of course. There's been a whole bunch. What do they involve?
Absolutely. The first one we did was cooking for your partner. Unfortunately, it wasn't as well subscribed as I was hoping for. I need a few more men to come out and learn how to cook, or alternatively the wives who don't cook at home. But we ran that course, and we did focaccia bread to start with. We also did tuna teriyaki, and then following on from that we made chocolate fondants as well. So chocolate needed Valentine's Day, obviously. I've also got some Pan Asian courses coming up soon. That's next week, and then sushi the week after. During the half term I'm running a course with kids and parents. So kids generally between the age of 8 and 12, and then one parent with them. So we get the opportunity of cooking different dishes with them, and we're going to be doing fish dishes, we're going to be doing bread dishes, we're also going to be doing cakes. So it's getting everyone involved and passionate about cooking, because with the future of the island we need a lot more chefs out there. There will be the jobs for them. So yeah.
So one thing you mentioned there was getting men into the kitchen. I mean, just looking around today, we've got I think about 9 or 10 people, and all but 2 of them are actually men. How do you feel about that?
That's fantastic. I think all the wives have volunteered their men to come along on the course. I'm not 100% sure. Predominantly, most of the emails came from wives, so I'm sure they're sort of ensuring that they learn some skills while they're out here.
The course is all part of Mike and Enterprise St Helena's work to get people eating better and healthier food. At the end of the night, the students get to tuck into the meals they prepared, ranging from focaccia and tuna teriyaki to cakes and chocolate fondant.
And now, here is Hannah Danford with your weekly sports roundup.
Thanks, Anne. Western B Warriors were victorious over St Paul's B in the first cricket match of the weekend on Saturday. Warriors batted first to set a total 268 for 7. Paul Crowe dusted off his cricket shoes to play in his first match of the season. He rolled back the years, striking an unbeaten 64 and took 2 wickets during the run chase. His heroics earned him 3 performance points. Warriors Siobhan Liu notched up 61, Mikey Williams 43 and Nico Alec 30. Cliff Richards took 3 for 57, which has propelled him to number 3 in the wicket-taking charts. Simon Henry was the star with ball during St Paul's run chase. He took 3 for 21 as Warriors bowled St Paul's B for 123. AJ Bennett hit 26 and Cliff Richards 13. Charlie Hearn finished unbeaten on 16. The highly anticipated fixture saw table toppers Lions bat first against second place All-Stars on Saturday afternoon. The match started amid a constant light shower, which made playing conditions rather tricky, but the rain lifted and they played a highly entertaining match that saw the momentum swing to either side as the game progressed. Lions posted a total of 210, with batting contributions of 30 from Patrick Crowe, 39 from Philip Stroud, and brutal yet classy 53 from Scott Crowe. All-Stars openers Johnson and Ross Henry began All-Stars run chase in an attacking fashion. After a tidy over from Stroud, Johnson broke the shackles, dispatching a short ball from Dawson for 6 over the mid-wicket boundary. Buoyed by his partner's attack intent, Henry then launched a brutal assault on Lions bowlers. Henry rode his luck and raced to 59, striking 10 fours and 2 sixes before he was dismissed. However, despite Henry and Johnson's efforts, Lions clawed their way back into the match, and had it not been for an intelligent innings from Eugene Bingy Henry, they would have gone on to win the match. Bingy's 16-run innings saw him bat with the tail to get All-Stars over line and keep their title hopes alive. Dolphins picked up their first victory of the season with a win over Western A Mustangs on Sunday morning. Batting first, Dolphins posted 226. Ruan Dippener's knock of 61 provided the bulk of the runs and earned him 3 performance points. Mustangs' Callum Ellick produced another tidy spell of bowling, snagging 2 wickets for 18 runs. Mustangs' run chase was less than successful, and the boys in blue were bowled for 61 in 17.2 overs. The final match of the weekend was perhaps the upset of the season. Sandy Bay Pirates recovered from being 84 for 9 to post 171 against Jamestown Barracudas on Sunday afternoon. Ryan Belgrove's brutal innings of 84 provided the bulk of their runs. Jason George picked up 3 for 34 and Andrew Yon 3 for 39. In reply, Pirates secured the wickets of the Barracudas' top 4 batsmen for under 30 runs. Although the Barracudas' tail dug deep, Pirates held strong to complete a convincing victory. Ronan Legg took 4 for 35 and Darren Isaacs 3 for 18. The weekend's results makes it a 2-horse race for league glory, with both Lions and All-Stars having suffered a defeat each. The next round of matches will no doubt determine this season's champions. In women's volleyball, Danielle Stevens was lady of the match for the second week running, as survivors recovered after losing the first set to take victory over St Setters. Here now are some highlights from that match. Other volleyball match from the weekend, Volley Diggers were victorious over Ballsy Ladies in another 3-set match. After losing the first set 19 to 25, Volley Diggers reeled off the other 2 sets 25 to 9 and 15 to 7. That's it for the sports news this week. Back to you, Anne.
Thanks, Hannah. That brings us to the end of this week's Newsbite. I'm Anne Clarke. Thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in again next week.